Okay, we're going to make today a landscape for dinosaurs because so many kids love drawing dinosaurs, but I want to show you how to put them in their environment. And with me today I have 18 third graders, and they are 8 and 9 years old. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Would you like to say hello to the YouTube kids?
Hi.
And today we're going to have fun. We're going to have fun because we're going to use their examples at the end of class to show what they made. And you can always add your own creative touches as you're making these. But first we're going to start off with a volcano. And we're going to put this volcano in our dinosaur landscape. And let's start off by placing. Now you decide as an artist where you want your volcano. If you want it to be the center of attention, maybe the main subject, you could probably put it in the middle. If you want it to be off to the left, you can stick it off to the left. Or you can actually place it off to the right. So you as an artist decide, center, right, or left. I'm going to stick mine, because I have some words up here, I'm just going to stick mine off to the right side a little bit. So I'm going to start with the top of the volcano. And then, remember, the volcanoes come down almost triangular, diagonally. So plan it in your mind first. Always visualize where it is on your page and visualize the whole thing so that you have plenty of room. So my center is going to be here, the top of the volcano. And then I'm going to have it come down off the edges here, off this side. So place where you want. Now make sure you leave plenty of room for blasts, smoke, flames coming out. So actually, thinking of that, I'm going to lower mine because I want to have a lot of the blast action coming on. So my top of my volcano is going to be here, and then I'm going to slope down to the edge of the page. So I'll slope down one side. So right now you decide where the top is, leaving plenty of room for your blast. And then what I'm going to do is slope it down, down, down to the edge. And on this side, I'm going to slope down, keeping the same angle here, diagonal line, down, and then I'm going to come off this way, because I'm going to give some more land here. I was actually fortunate enough to climb up a volcano when I was trying to think of where I was. It was between Arizona and New Mexico. I think that's where the volcano was, right on the border there. And I climbed up it was a long time. It took a long time to get up this hill. And it was a volcano, of course, that exploded a long time ago. But it had all kinds of cool lava and lava rocks up it. It was quite a bit of a hike. And then once you were up at the top here, you looked down and you saw just a huge crater here. Okay, so you have your landscape here. Now, if you want to put a little horizon in the background, you can stick a horizon line which goes across the edge. This is a horizon line telling us where the earth meets the sky. Now, I want to get to the blast. So if you're actually doing one that's blasting, straight lines are going to look like force, give the look of force coming out. And then you want to vary these lines. You don't want them to look real stiff. And then I'm going to have some coming this way. So the way you draw your line is the way things are going to be blasting and exploding. So if I have a lighter line coming out this way, things are blasting this way. And then I'm going to curve to the left, blasting this way. And you can actually do big debris if you want to put some debris in. And it's like hunks of things that are flying out, and like hunks of rock or hunks of dried or blobs of lava. And I'm going to do it free form. Look, I'm not going to do it as a perfect circle because in nature it's never perfect. And then I'm going to do some clouds of smoke. I'm going to kind of put a U curve and connect to a smaller U and then a bigger U. So just kind of light, fluffy clouds. You can put a little cloud in here too. Kind of a cloud of smoke. and a little curve. So you're kind of putting U's in for the smoke. And then your debris lines, real small, vary the height and length of these debris. And this is actually an explosion up. And if you want to put some smaller lines in, look how I'm grouping them in threes. I like draw number 1, and then the points where I start to draw are at different heights. And I grouped them in threes. 1, 1, 1. Those are some blast lines. I can do a smaller blast line. Don't get carried away too much with these blast lines. Now if you want to do some lava flow and drip, come off the edge of the top. Look, I'm going to drip down, drip back. Free-form lines. Flowing down, dripping, and free-form and kind of wiggling and waving. Let me show you that close up. And you can make like little rivers of this stuff coming down. And this is and I'm going to flow it down. And however you want to invent and draw this in. You know, this is where you'll make your rivers of lava. You know, it depends on how long the explosion has been happening. Maybe this has been happening for days, so it's all covered with lava. So you decide. The hill that we climbed up, this was all lava, the whole thing, everything. The rocks, lava rocks were everywhere. It took us about probably an hour to climb up the hill. It's a small volcano. And then this was huge. Once we were at the top, we were like a dot up here. This was huge, this opening. And then you can do, once you have your explosions and smoke the way you like it, then you can add your other environments, your other mountains here, your other hills. On my horizon line, I can add some more hills here for interest. Now in dinosaur times, prehistoric, you know, they had all these cool prehistoric plants, so if you want to add some of these fun prehistoric plants, you can. I'm going to do these cool palms. So I did this N shape. This is the land. And then wherever I want the plant to come off of. And then I'm going to add just these wavy lines back and forth for some of these exotic tropical plants here. And then in my plants, I'm going to add some, they're kind of like fern. I'm adding these texture lines. So I can make, and you can make up these any way you want. This is kind of a prehistoric fern filling in my pattern. And you know, and you want to add some tropical palm trees, but at least we have our explosion and the land. And then of course you add your dinosaurs, you can put them in the background. I have other videos that show how to make dinosaurs, so you can look up how to draw triceratopses and stick those in, and other dinosaurs as well. Now I'm going to add some texture to this. This kind of looks like a pineapple palm. Showing some rough texture in the patterning. So you can finish your explosion and work on your land here. And I'm going to show you some examples of what my third graders made. If you hold them, I'll get them. Wait, hold them flat so I can see them. I need them flat. Okay. Here's a nice example of the explosion with the pineapple palm. Here's some cool lava explosions, nice debris here, nice pineapple palm, or prehistoric palm. And again, these are my third grade examples. And here's one more with giant explosions. And here's a lot of really cool lava coming down. And I want to thank you for giving me your examples.